streets ain't the same, niggas police and they feelings. The only reason niggas have emotion, cause I'm chillin'.
Type of one if you already getting this live. Shout out to my boy Hankin TV. I see you.
I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't have it coming. You got that? All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no one.
I'm hanking with Hankin TV on my mama. Oh God, we finna be hanking with Hankin TV. Y'all know who come, man. Y'all come tune, man. We finna have a show for y'all. Y'all know how you get. Wild on the spit, let's do it.
Like y'all niggas be out here hating and shit, nigga. You not gonna win hating on me, bro. That's just real shit, nigga. And niggas know what's going on out here, nigga. They know how I am, nigga. They know my motherfucking I ain't even gotta do none of that. We on the money, but they know what's going on, bro. And it's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no nigga hating on no snap, nigga. Ain't got no real reason to hate on me, nigga. Like, you not gonna win hating on me. I don't give a fuck who you is, cause guess what? I'm a real nigga.
Shout out to everybody getting money. When you getting money, you don't mind other people getting money. So anybody mad with niggas getting money probably ain't getting money.
I understand why niggas hate. I understand, trust me, I know. It's okay, man, you doing your job. You supposed to hate on a nigga like me, man. Cause I remind you of everything you ain't. So it's okay to hate on a nigga like me, but I'ma keep on shining and I'ma keep on putting it in your face. Yeah, cause that's where it need to be, man, in your face, so you can see it up close and personal. Get a Kodak look. Matter of fact, take a picture, nigga, so you can put it on your wall at night, admire me, and hope that one day you can get a fraction of my swag, a fraction of my drip, a fraction of my personality, a fraction of my blessings, nigga. But you ain't gonna never get it cause you a hater. Haters don't get blessed. That's what you forgot to learn. That was in the fine print when you were signing up for your PhD, your player haters degree. Haters only get stressed. That's why your life is stressful. That's why your hair falling out. That's why your girl leaving you. That's why you're going through all the bullshit you're going through. You're about to get fired from your motherfucking job. Yeah, you're down and out. You're on your last motherfucking buck and you can't even buy luck. Yeah, it's hard for you out there because you've been hating all your life. Show some love.
Turn gangsta with you, aka OG Ticket. I'm hanging out with the big homie, Hankin TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, support the brother. They out here doing big things. It's all good, baby. Y'all see me free, be out here enjoying life. I want y'all to stop the by, say no drug, get your guns down. I'm out, baby. Gotta go.
Hey, nephew. Just cause he ain't in the mix don't mean he ain't got a blunder. Be careful.
I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know. Got trap of the year 4 times in a row.
Yo, baby, we talking about combinating and consolidating. That's what up.
Hankin TV.
My nigga.
I don't get mad. I just get money. And laugh at these fuck niggas cause they so funny.
What's the word? What's the word? Make sure I hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 4K. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Man, I need y'all to do me a favor. I got the link. It's pinned in the description of this video. I need y'all to just go slide over and subscribe to Taylor House Publishing, a dope content creator I came across, man. Content creator, author, public speaker. Matter of fact, I had hit him up and told him, like, man, you know what, man, we got a lot of stuff in common. He on the same thing I'm on. He did some time in the joint. As y'all know, I did 15 years in the joint. And we're gonna kind of cover some of that in this situation right here with the Ryan Hinton. I know I'm quite sure everybody was aware of the situation that happened down in Cincinnati, Ohio, with the 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, who was deleted by the police, jumped out of a stolen car. Allegedly had a gun, and you know how that go. But this type of situation isn't new to Cincinnati. Y'all know I'm from Dayton. That's 35 minutes away. That's our sister city. That's it's real close. Back in 2001, over around OTR, I had the privilege of staying in Cincinnati for a little while too. But back in 2001, and over the Rhine, they had another situation where guy was deleted by the by officer and they had a riot down there. They had a riot. It was like a maybe 3 or 4 day riot. And back then, the police chief, he caught a whole bunch of flack because of some things that he said and the way he handled the situation. And I'd be damned if they didn't take that police chief and send him up here to Dayton. So Dayton and Cincinnati, like I say, it should, to tell you the truth, for years we've been thinking it was going to be one. At one point in time, Cincinnati and Dayton, we had the same area code. That's just to give y'all an example of how close Cincinnati is to Dayton. But we got this situation with, man, young guy, Ryan Hinton, man. It's a sad situation. Hate to see a life gone that way, man. We all make mistakes, man. We all make mistakes, you know. I've been in that type of situation. You know, I come from the era where we were stealing cars and taking police on high-speed chases and jumping out. But to jump out, you know, have a gun. But there's just so much stuff surrounding this situation. Then, as y'all know, the next day, his dad, hours after viewing the footage of his son being deleted by the police, he allegedly supposed to had struck a deputy and deleted him, and it just turned into a whole big mess, man. But regardless, the father, he still deserved due justice just as everybody else. There's been a lot of stuff coming out about this, man, and all around the world, not just here in Ohio. It's been this police brutality. And another situation that happened down here, like I said, man, make sure y'all slide over there to Taylor House Publishing and check him out, because he covered another situation that happened here in Dayton back a few months ago, where a guy was deleted in the county jail. Excessive force, a bunch of officers go to restrain him, and he passed away. And the video came out. The family is suing, and they definitely is responsible for that. And the thing about it, the Hinton family, they got the same lawyer as the people in this situation. So man, make sure y'all stop at Taylor House Publishing and check him out. He did a real thorough breakdown of both situations. I got him coming to the channel soon, so we definitely gonna chop it up. But we're gonna head and check this out for ourselves, man, and we're just gonna give our opinion. We bring up one of the news to give us kind of an understanding of what's going on. Shout out to what she said, Yo Swift, my guy Turtle Hustling. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Make sure I hit that like button. Let me bring up some of these. We're gonna take it from the top. Let me see which one. All right, we're gonna go from here. Is that the one? Okay, yeah, we're gonna take it from here. I'm just gonna let the little news articles play a little bit to kind of bring everybody familiar with what's going on. Then we're gonna go ahead and just dissect it ourselves.
Law enforcement is grieving one of their own. The sheriff's deputy was directing traffic at a local university graduation Friday when he was struck.
The officer was just out doing his job, directing traffic up near the University of Cincinnati.
The alleged driver is 38-year-old Rodney Hinton. He is the father of a teen fatally shot by Cincinnati police on Thursday. That teen was 18-year-old Ryan Hinton. Police say he was armed and running away from a stolen vehicle when another officer opened fire. Police body cam footage of the shooting was shared with the teen's family the same day the deputy was struck. Prosecutors allege this was no accident.
There are no evidence of skid marks. There are no evidence that he tried to avoid him.
More than 30 members of the sheriff's department filled the courtroom for Hinton's arraignment. His attorney addressed the crowd.
I understand there is. Now, I just want to just say something about that right quick. Now, that situation right there, it's been a bunch of memes. There's been a few memes about that situation. And that right there was really pure intimidation. Come on, man. You got all these officers. In the courtroom. I know y'all done seen the memes. And it's sad to say, he stood on business. You know, I heard a lot of people say, you know, his life is over, but nah, his life was over when he lost his son. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about jail. I don't think people really know how it is to lose a child.
A lot of sadness and a lot of anger in this room right now, but in the community at large.
We have a deputy that's killed simply doing his job. And it's a shame. It's tragic.
Rodney Hinton has been charged with aggravated murder and was denied bond. Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
Well, that's the situation. I also got I got the video. The video came out. as y'all gonna see, the chief of police came out and said that under Cincinnati regulations or whatever that it's mandatory that the footage come out within 24 hours. It's grainy, but they got some clear photos where they could clearly show that this guy, the 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, who came from behind the dumpsters, he had his back turned. Now they're gonna explain it in these news clips. But from what happened was, let me get this off here. So what happened was they jumped out of the car, he fled. Now it's a witness. I think I even got the video clip where the witness spoke, and the officers even said that they heard the gun hit the ground. They heard the gun hit the ground, and the officer that unfortunately shot Ryan wasn't even the officer that was chasing him. It was another officer. So he got up, ran between the dumpsters. When he ran out, it was another officer who seen him and shot. It's a very, 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 very sad situation, man. Let me see which other one I got. I got another one up here. We're just gonna go through a few of them. Hold on. We're gonna go through the clips. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down right. All right, we're gonna go to this one. All right, we're gonna go to the body cam and why they released it so early, and let y'all get a glimpse of let y'all see why they let it out and what actually happened. Hold on, let me get it going. Here we go.
One day after his son was killed by a police officer.
This happened just hours after CPD showed Hinton and other family members video of that deadly shooting. And many of you have commented online saying the release of body cam footage in just 24 hours seems rushed, especially for a grieving family. WCPO 9 News reporter Andrew Rowan explains why that timeline is standard protocol for Cincinnati police.
As the chief for the city of Cincinnati and this police department, my commitment is to transparency.
Police Chief Teresa Thigi telling the Buzz radio host Lincoln Ware about the moments she reviewed body camera footage with the Hinton family.
I think like any family member, they were all distraught over what they just saw.
Did he get up abruptly and just walk out of the room, or did he?
He did leave the room, yes.
All of a sudden, he left the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
he walked out.
Whenever there is a police shooting,
So they said that the father, he left abruptly, after he seen that footage. And from what I'm seeing, and not just taking the family's side or saying it, make it a race thing. From what I'm seeing, that boy didn't have that gun in his hand, man. He had his back turned. So just imagine a father seeing that and seeing how they was in the wrong. His emotions was going, not justifying and saying what he did was right, but can we say that he was what they call it not a crime of passion, but can we say he wasn't mentally in his mind? He wasn't in his full mental capacity after seeing something like that. And you could tell by the courtroom footage, during his actions, his justice toward the officer, he ain't always mentally there, man. And it's hard for people. How a person who had never been through that, how can they put themselves in them shoes and feel how it is to see that your child has been deleted? You know what I'm saying? Unrightfully.
body camera footage is released 24 hours after that shooting. A police lieutenant tells me that is standard protocol put into place by Police Chief Teresa Thigi herself.
I have nothing to hide. I will share whatever I can share throughout
Even if
this
it's not
process.
favorable for the police, you will share.
Yeah, I will always share what information, what factual information I have.
3 investigations are simultaneously underway, one by the homicide unit, one internally, and one by the Citizens Complaint Authority. The city is relying on its collaborative agreement, a document that's become a national model for community police relations, born out of the civil unrest in 2001 when an officer shot and killed Timothy Thomas.
My ask is for them to be patient and show why we are.
Now, that was the one right there I was talking about that happened in 2001, and they rioted down there. I don't want to say it's like 3 days, between 3 to 5 days, they tore Cincinnati up. You hear me? We even got some of the repercussions of that up here in Dayton. Shout out my guy Chyld. Now, I'm gonna go to my guy Taylor Publishers. He did a breakdown. Here it go right here. Let me see which one it is. He did a breakdown of the police of the body cam footage, man. Like I said, it was that boy didn't have that gun in his hand, man. Let me see which one is it. This. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this clip right quick. Okay, here we go. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Now pay attention.
Look how clear that picture is, but it's still blurry. And here's a still shot of that picture. Now you see how clear those trash cans are as opposed to these pictures right here. You see how blurry that one is? And you see how clear that is, right? Blurry, clear. Let's go back to the video because I'm gonna show y'all something.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, here we go.
Instead of here. You know why? Because that doesn't.
Now look, his back is turned. His back is clearly turned. Now I'm gonna show y'all what the police was saying, and this right here is unbelievable. Now, they used the word, I forgot what the word was, but the word they said was, it was a position. They said that he was in a position like this when he was running, pointing the gun at the officer. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? That boy was trying to get away scared for his life. We already know. Was it right from the be in a stolen car? No, but we already know the temperature it is when you run into police. You know what I'm saying? But we already know he was scared. Scared and then shot. I'm gonna let it play some more.
It fit the narrative that the officer felt threatened for his life. That is what they did to us. Now, I'm going to show you the other news clip that does the
car right there, and that was at about 9 a.m. A half hour later, police arrived at the scene.
Now, do you see how clear this video is? How clear this photo is? You can actually see the trees separate. You can see the trees separate. It's clear. You can actually read what is on those dumpsters, as opposed to these still photos that the police showed us. Look at the difference of the resolution. How clear, much clearer that resolution is. And also, look at the difference. I'm going to play the other video. Look at the difference of this officer running up in this recording as opposed to the first.
But the footage that came out. Also, just here, I just seen it. When I googled it, it was saying 6 hours ago. The other situation I told you about the guy who was deleted in the Montgomery County Jail in Dayton, Ohio. And to tell you the truth, I done been roughed up. Let me tell you a little quick story time, right quick, man. All right, I was in the county one time, so I was on what they call the range. The range it's like a row. It's like these are the bars. Then you got single man cells. And in order to come out to use the phone, you got to come out on what they call the range. And when they come to bring dinner or the food or whatever, they put it through a slot while you on the range. So I'm in there one time. I get into it with a trustee. A trustee is an inmate who delivers food. So me and him get into it about a tray. The officer get involved. It turned into a whole big argument. They always want you to cuff up. I'm cool. I ain't got no problem with you. My problem was him. I ain't gonna cuff up. Let's go. But to make a long story short, I done been balled up in there. I done got balled up in there before by them officers. So I know how it is. So the thing about it is down there, you rumble with them, go on about your business. I end up going to a different county jail one time. I'm thinking it's like the Montgomery County Jail, getting in the rumble with them, and end up catching the charge. So they definitely play dirty games. They definitely play dirty games, man, in them jails. And like I say right now, the type of temperature we in with officers deleting people, it's just a crazy time right now. But for that guy, man, 18-year-old, I'm not making no excuses for him being in a stolen car. It's just sad, man. Yeah, and I just think back, man, to the times where I was in situations like that, jumping out of cars, running, or in a situation with the police where it could have went a whole different way. And it's just like everybody's entitled to their opinion, but sometimes people's opinions don't fit the matter because they can't put themselves in them shoes. So they, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how it fit. They always want to point the finger and cause blame. Come on, man, a life was taken. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about people. They just try to use it if a person do a crime. Nah, man, I was an 18-year-old kid. And I can just imagine what he was going through, jumping out of that car, not thinking, with the gun. He didn't fail, he didn't drop it, not even knowing by you having that gun, it puts you in a whole different situation with them police. Like I said, this ain't nothing new down there. Back in 2001, they had the riots. They had the riots from another guy being deleted by the police. I just want to see how this situation play out, man. Another question I have been seeing a lot of people talking about is, was the dad justified? Come on, we already know. Even through losing the son, eye for eye, it wasn't justified. And RIP to the officer that lost his life. You know, his family, they going through some things. Come to find out, he had recently retired, but he was working that day, helping with a ceremony going on at UC, University of Cincinnati. It's just everybody hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just their families. When something like this happens, man, it affects a lot of people. And aside from the family, man, it also affects the community. You know, because like I said, when they got the riot and they tearing up buildings, it's just crazy, man. It's just a crazy. And I have seen this when it first happened a few days. I think it happened like maybe on the first or the second. I had seen it when it first happened and didn't even realize or pay attention that it was right in Cincinnati. You know, and I had already said I was going to double back and check it out due to it being an 18-year-old being deleted by the police. But once I seen it happen right here in my backyard, I said, damn. And like I said, knowing the things that happened before when something like that happened. So I gave my opinion. It ain't justified. Like I said, was he meant to be his right state of mind? Still not giving him a pass. But he definitely still on business. They still ain't playing the game fair because they wasn't nowhere in the world. All them police was supposed to be in the courtroom like that. They was trying to intimidate him. So they really just adding fuel to the fire. I think I got that footage too. And some more stuff almost broke out because when he went for his bond hearing yesterday, a family member was let me see if I got it, trying to tap on the glass or something, and they had to escort him out, and it turned into a whole nother situation. Shout out to all the people who be sending me stuff to touch on. I got some stuff. Somebody has sent me about Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna get to that. I've been checking it out. Yo. I just want to cover this right quick. But like I said, this happened in my backyard and just see where it's going to go. And we also gonna touch a little more on the guy who was deleted in the county jail. That happened back in March. I remember when that happened too. But there's just so much stuff going on out here, man. It don't make no sense. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it go right here. Let me bring this one up. They had a little situation that happened in the courtroom yesterday that didn't do nothing but kind of make things more worse. But you don't know what them people going through, man. You know. Go. Tensions is definitely high. You know what I'm saying? The people in their feelings, the moods in the air. And like I said, man, when they had them, what was the purpose of them having all them officers in the courtroom anyway? The day of his, even on his initial arraignment. And as y'all can see when he was walking past, looking at them, they was mean mugging him. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire. But we definitely gonna keep up with this and see what happens. Y'all know that Diddy trial started, man. This Smokey Robinson. Come on, man. Old school Smokey Robinson even came out with 4 housekeepers. 4 of his ex-housekeepers then came out. Now, I don't want to get too much off the topic, but we don't want to take nothing away from the victims. 4 of his past housekeepers, and they all came out at the same time. It's a lot going on right now, man. We got a fire interview coming up tomorrow. I got a fire artist out of Atlanta coming up tomorrow. Like I told you, I'm gonna get my guy up from Taylor House Publishing. I got the link in the description of this video, so make sure y'all slide through there and check it out. Make sure y'all slide through his website, check out his books, everything he got going on. And I just wanted to touch on this. He did a fire breakdown of the 18-year-old son situation, that situation with the police and of the father. Y'all can get more in depth over there. I just wanted to, like I said, just touch on it because I didn't even realize it had happened right here, man. So I got just seeing so many videos popping up about it. Like I said, for the people who have been sending me stuff, we definitely gonna touch on that. Yo-Yo Swift sent me something fire about the Shannon Sharp situation. We're gonna dive into that. I've been getting that more of that drone footage, so I'll probably be uploading that. Y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button, man. We on the road to 4K. Yeah, man, it's just a sad situation. Let me see if I got any more videos up here that we didn't get out there. Okay, the family, they had spoke out. They had a press conference. You can listen to a little bit of what they had to say.
Jackson, grandma, which is Tanya Larkin, and dad, which is Rodney Hinton Jr., grandfather, excuse me. We're here because we represent the estate of Ryan. We're not here to talk about the incident that occurred with the police officer. We do offer our condolences to the officer and his family.
It's a money play. If it's a money play, if they in the wrong, if they in the wrong, we know they supposed to pay. And from what them videos are showing, I don't think this is gonna come out. I don't think this is gonna come out in favor of the Cincinnati Police Department.
We were hired to represent this family to investigate the police-involved shooting of their son, Ryan. This family is very upset about what occurred. Kind of walking you through what happened is on Friday morning, we met with the police chief of Cincinnati, and we viewed the body cam video of what happened with the police-involved shooting with Ryan. We stayed at the chief's office for about an hour and a half, and what we saw was disturbing. The family was upset, as you can imagine, watching your son, watching your grandson, watching your loved one getting shot and killed by the police was upsetting to this family. We left out of the police chief's office, and a few hours later, I was made aware that Rodney had an incident with a police officer that resulted in the officer's death. But again, we are here because we represent the estate and the police involved shooting. We're trying to get the family some answers as it relates.
Now, Michael Wright is the same lawyer that the family got for the guy who was deleted in the county jail. So he definitely be on his thing down here in the city when stuff like that happen. But we're gonna see what happened. We definitely gonna keep up with it, man. It's just sad, man. It's crazy. Like I said, this right here in my area, this right here in my backyard. So we're gonna see what happened, man. And don't forget, we still got the situation that happened down there in Texas with the stabbing. So it's just crazy, man, how these young peoples, and we done kind of turned it into a joke with the YN stuff and all that. But it's just crazy, man, how these young people, man, how they throwing their life away, man. And they say the OGs ain't telling them nothing, man. It's just, when is it gonna stop? What can we do? What can we do, man? It's just like stuff's gonna just keep on happening. So in the meantime, all we can do, man, really is basically just make sure your shit in order. You know what I'm saying? Just make the main thing, and make sure you doing what's right. I'm quite sure that's how we gotta do anyway, is worry about ourselves. It's just like when stuff like this happen, we got to come together as a people, come together as a community. You know what I'm saying? We can't always be against each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got the saying, black people do each other wrong, they do you worse than them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that type of mind thinking, out of that type of mind frame, man, and stick together. I just hate to see, man, these young cats, man, just throwing their lives away like that, especially when I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all slide through there, check out my guy at Taylor House Publishing. Also, I just copped a new book from another content creator. Once I go through that, I'm gonna do some promotion on that and share that with y'all. But in the meantime, man, just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, man. And just keep up with this situation, man. If y'all got any thoughts and opinions with it, man, just drop it in the comments, man. Hit my DM with it. I'll make sure I got y'all post notifications on, because like I said, we got a fire interview coming tomorrow. And I also got another content creator from Taylor House Publishing. He coming up. See what he got going on. Promote some of the things he got going on. Also, if you haven't caught my interview I did with fire artist out of Tennessee, Maya, make sure y'all slide through and check that out. But I'm out, man. Make sure I hit that like button. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, we always go out with prayer, so make sure you bow your heads.
We leave, before we get out here, I'm finna pray for everybody. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray with me. You get what I'm saying? Bow your head. Real talk, bow your head, man. Because this here is serious. You get what I'm saying? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you today. Thank you for everything you done for us. You get what I'm saying? I want you to keep pushing me. You understand me? Push me in the right direction. You understand me? You get what I'm saying? Watch over my people, you know what I'm saying? Cover them, you know what I'm saying? Guide them, shield them, you get what I'm saying? Watch over the people that don't like me, you get what I'm saying? I love them too, you get what I'm saying? Look at my neighbor and tell my neighbor I love my neighbor too, you get what I'm saying? God, I ask you that you push me to keep elevating, you get what I'm saying? Keep pushing me to turn up, you know what I'm saying? My vision is too big for this, you get what I'm saying? My vision is too big in my head, you understand me? I ask that I reach there, you understand? I ask that I climb to the top, to the highest mountain, you understand me, that you have built, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, amen, in that way. Enjoy life, smile every day, fuck what I gotta say.
I had to make it a little juicy for her.